Hello guys, today I'm gonna share how I increase my movement speed in Grand Fantasia, especially on AM or Warlock, because somebody commented in one of my video that if I can make a tutorial on how to increase my movement speed on my Warlock. So it's Dimitrius Peters. I hope you're watching this video. This is for you and for all those people who's interested on how I increase my movement speed. Keep on watching the video and enjoy. Alright, so the first thing that you guys can do or can have is title. Okay, so the coolest title that you guys can get to increase your movement speed is Glorious Endless Light Blessing, and this title can be obtained through doing endless trial dungeon, and this is how you enter the dungeon. Here you go, and you have to have a honorarial ticket to enter the dungeon. Here, you just have to click it, and then the normal version of this is this. You just have to enter, and it gave the title of Endless Light Blessing, and it gave 15%. Glorious gave 18%. Okay, and then another way to increase your movement speed, or another title, is Heavenly Slaughter, and it gave 15% of movement speed, and this can be obtained if you did floor 20 Balfiend. It's kind of hard to get because we all know that Balfiend is really hard. And yeah, that increased your movement speed for 15%. And then another title that I know is Messenger of Steel. It increased 10%, and also defense and magic defense. I think this is a nice title, but it's just that you need GM wish for this, or GM title, and those are very expensive. So yeah. Okay, so another way to increase your movement speed is through nucleus. Okay, so we have a lot of types of nucleus nowadays, and the highest nucleus that you guys can get that have a movement speed is Dipsy. Look like this. Alright, so Dipsy nucleus gave 15% movement speed, and the lower version of the nucleus called Mystic, Astral, Divine Protection, and there's another one that just released, I think the Melodic nucleus. Yeah, there's another lower version of nucleus, which is Marine nucleus Illusory, and it gave 5% of movement speed. Alright, so another way to increase your movement speed is through talents. Not all classes has a talent combination that gave movement speed, but Warlock has, and it's Soul Mana Observer. It gave 10% of movement speed. I think McMaster has also because I usually use it. I just don't know for the other classes if they have. But yeah, you can, if you're unsure about the talent combination that you guys can do, I will link the Wikia talent combo stuff. So yeah, just check it out later. And then another way to increase your movement speed is through archive. Alright, here you go. Rookie Garage gave 2% of movement speed. Basic Garage is 4%. Okay, so Intermediate gave 6%, and Advanced Garage gave 8%. That's really nice, you know, if you're just walking and some stuff. And then another way is through Balfiend Stone. So if you guys can see in my set, in my boots, I equip Special Lightning Runestone, and it gave me 5% movement speed. I think this costs for like 12k or 15k, depends on the seller. But there's another higher version stone of this, and it called Ancient Lightning, and it look like this, like that. Okay, So it gave like, I think 10% or 8%, I'm not really sure because I haven't tried to use advanced lightning, I mean ancient lightning. And then if you have a purple chest, you have a spare gold and you wanted to make another purple chest beside on the defense and MDAP purple chest, you guys can do another purple chest which has, or it has movement speed. On my part, I put beginner lightning and intermediate lightning because I'm so poor. I don't have advanced lightning, but yeah, you can do that. But if you have advanced lightning, it look like this. You get 15%, and yeah, it is really cool to equip in your purple set. Alright, so another way to get movement speed is through Sprite Island buff, but it's really rare that the NPC gonna give you a movement speed, but yeah, there's a chance that it will give you movement speed, and it give 5% of movement speed. Okay, so another way is through gears. I mean, if you guys can see my gears right now, I have the prefix of my gear per serving, and if you change that or if you reshuffle, you guys can get a sprint prefix, and it gave 2% of movement speed. Alright, and assuming that all of your gear has a prefix of sprint, and overall it's like 10%, that's really a huge addition to your movement speed. And another way to increase your movement speed is through weapon. Okay, so I have here a few weapons that can increase your movement speed, especially the level 70. No, it's level 85 weapon as a staff, and it increases 12% of your movement speed. And there's also an orange version of it. It gave 12%, and it's level 79. Okay, I am just not sure if there's a stuff that gave movement speed on the lower version of stuff, but yeah, this is all I know that gave movement speed. And then another way is through Sprite Emblem. Okay, so I have here 3 Sprite. The first one is for defense, second is for magic defense, and third is for movement speed. Alright, so I have an emblem of per percent movement speed. I usually use this when I'm running in the dungeon, or if I'm doing P level, I use this. And then if I'm ready to kill the boss or kill the mobs, that's the time I'm gonna equip my defense sprite. Okay. Alright, so another way is through lover buff. If you have a lover and he's always beside you, he can just buff you with a lover buff, and it's called Racing Heart. You guys can buy the skill on any city lover sprite. You guys can buy there. And another way is through consumables. There's a lot of types of consumables, but I only have few types of consumables that increase movement speed, and this one is Winged Child's Magic Stone, and you guys can purchase that in any general store in any city, and it costs for like 76G. I mean, it depends on how many fame you have in your kingdom fame. So if you have a max 50k, you guys can buy the consumable for 76G. Alright, and then I have here the Super Ice Cake. It increases 5% of your movement speed. That's my dog. And then Magical Mooncake, it increases 10% of your movement speed. And Pumpkin Cake, increase 15% of your movement speed. And then lastly, I got an item from a monthly event. It gave me 10% of movement speed and drop rate. It called the Lucky Lottery Charm. and this really it's really helpful. But the cooldown is 10 minutes as well, so if you want to use this, make sure that you use all the consumables that you need to use before you use this, okay? Alright, so yeah, I think that's it. If you have anything in your mind that can increase your movement speed, please comment down below, and I hope you enjoyed that video. And if you do, please comment, like, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys next time.